me switch to the right thing we're gonna be doing today. I wasn't gonna download Genshin, but it did help me. Please, me too! Yes, we are doing a draw with me today. It has been a very long time since I last drew, and I am doing an updated PNGTuber model today. Well, I sketched it out, I think, on Sunday, after we streamed Stardew Valley. But I was like, I kind of feel like I need a new model. And I've been saying it a lot, like in the talks. It's been in lieu that I wanted to, like, do a more updated style to my PNG model. So I am going to be redrawing Father Kin, and I'll actually have expressions for him, but he's just going to be most likely just blinking. And then, of course, me, right here. All right. There was a warning that starting May 20th, US players have to verify their account, and that if they don't, their account. Oh! I didn't. Oh, their age. Oh, I still didn't even know that. I think, I'll probably peek into Genshin later, like later today, if not tomorrow, before stream tomorrow. But I did not know that. I wasn't even made aware of that. Was it? Oh god, I didn't even know. Bruh. Okay, well, let's begin here. It's gonna be super basic, so I have all the sketch ideas of like kind of tentative, like what I want to do. Oh, I need to lower the opacity on that, but this stream is just gonna be like a pretty chill one. It's mostly just me doing a lot of line art today, and doing Q&A and stuff like that for Father Kin. Man, I have been noticing that I've been starting to get sick a little bit more. Like, not even sick, I think like my throat's just been super dry for no reason, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? But if they just put it out on their website, then I definitely like need to get in on that right now. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see. Watch, I'm gonna have to eventually pull up like a reference of Father King, because as much as I draw him a lot, I also forget what he looks like, and I always want to make sure I can at least color match to what I need him to look like. Man. And like, I'm trying to debate if I want to have like a texture with this new model, but we'll see. Because I'm kind of like, let's go for a cleaner look, but I'm also at the same time kind of like, maybe we shouldn't go for a cleaner look. Maybe we should just go for like something that has a little bit more, oh shit, a little bit more personality, if that makes sense. Did I? Okay, I did. Okay, cool. ADHD is too impatient without the dialogue in the yeah, I feel that. I kind of like, I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of like, all right, it is what it is. I'm just gonna spam through it and try to like get through the lore pretty quickly. At least for everything, because I'm like, at this point I feel like a lot of people kind of know what's happening in Genshin, at least in terms of like the plot. Like, I know I've been spoiled maybe once or twice, and I'm kind of like, I need to chill. Not really chill, I should say, but like at least get my life all figured out, you know? Which I'm realizing that as long as I line this first one, the expressions will be a little bit more easier to deal with. It's just making sure I have an idea of how I want to do this first one, which will be the main goal of today. Ears are the bane of my existence, and I just personally drawing ears. Will they actually show up in the model? Who knows? Who actually knows if they will? But for now, ah shit, don't like how that looked. Ooh, there we go. Just that, do that. Okay. Just do one of these. I am so bad at drawing ears that I just kind of hope for the best when I do them, because I know that they're the bane of my existence personally, so I'm just kind of like, I want to avoid drawing them as much as I can, or having them showcased, kind of like with drawing the other eye and stuff like that for some people, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, at least with the ears. But hey, it is what it is. But depending on how this stream goes, I mean, I'll probably do these like every other week as like a chill day where we just chit chat and stuff, and just like have a vibe where we just draw together or just chill, you know, have some chill music in the background as it happens. Man, I totally forgot what else Fatherkin had. I know he has an earring, which I need to add here. Doodle days are so much fun. I love doodle days. They're always nice and they're always very comforting and soothing. At least in my retrospect, I love them. And I haven't done them in like a really long time, so this is like a perfect opportunity to really like pull it back in. Navi has a rerun right now. Oh, she is, isn't she? I did see like a little bit of stuff in regards to like, what is it? They look this a new character, and she has the like the baguette, not the baguette, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like a bakery kind of themed character, and I honestly think she's super cute, but I haven't had a chance to really like explore her lore or anything like that. The chef girl, exactly. I don't know her name either, but she seems super cute. And then I think at this point, I'm kind of tempted to start incorporating new design ideas for Fatherkin while I'm at it. Which I have to adjust that. Not like loose, but it feels very like stiff. You know how I want that to lay. Oh, shoot, that's how I meant. Try it like that. A little bit more. That should be okay. I hate when that happens. It's the other thing I also very much dislike. When I have to move an item, or if I have to do something, and I've tried every single trick in the book to try to alleviate the pixelization when it comes to stuff like this, but it still happens every damn time I try to move something subtly enough to like make it fit with the vibe. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that's what I've noticed whenever I try to draw with Procreate. And I love Procreate, don't get me wrong. It's like one of my favorite drawing apps to be on. But at the same time, it's kind of like, man, There's certain things either maybe I just don't know about or stuff like that, but I always feel like I'm missing out on certain things. I'm just kind of like, well, I guess it is what it is. Give that a little bit more. Okay. And I think if I remember correctly, I did give him a, oh my god, what is it called? Holy shit. This is a piercing I used to want to, what I used to really want to get when I was younger, but then I was like, I am fearful of pain, or at least piercings. I say as I also have tattoos, and I'm planning on getting a tattoo later on during my birth month, I should say. But yeah, notice my art style on Procreate and Ibis Paint are different. That happens. Like I've also noticed that if I try to draw on if I try to draw on Clip Studio Paint, I've also noticed that too, and I'm kind of like, why can't my own art style be consistent across the board? Why does it always have to change consistently? And I'm like, well, yeah, it is what it is. But with, I guess, this, I'm hoping to not only share, I guess, lore, or just, it's more so like a reminder of like what kind of lore I had for Fatherkin when I first made him for Honkai Star Rail. And it's just like, I have been debating, like, even when I first started, like, thinking if I wanted to start streaming, and I was like, if I'm gonna stream, what kind of mascot do I want, or what kind of, like, streamer do I want to be? And I was like, I have seen, like, a bunch of, like, models, and everybody has a model and stuff like that, and we'll see if I eventually decide to go that route too. But I did want to go kind of like I want a pretty man, I want a, like, pretty husband material, like, male wife material as part of my, like, spiel, or like the character I'm portraying. And honestly, it was probably gonna be Sojourn, but I was also like, I've also been in the, like, a really deep Fatherkin grind, so I was like, what, I am gonna bring him to life, and I need to blow my nose again. The sigh. I will say, for certainty, I know today I did a lot of, I was doing a lot of reading, and I was also adding a lot of new ebooks to my e-reader. Decorated it, added all the stuff I wanted to it, and I'm just like, hell yeah, this is what I wanted with my life, It's gonna be weird, but it is what it is. And then I'll probably adjust that later because I don't like how it ended up, but it's okay. We live, we learn. This model might change again. Who knows? There we go. Well, just enough. I know gotta do that. I'm not good at drawing arms. Even though most of the books I'm reading are fictional, I can escape to the stories and plan OCs. I definitely agree with you on that part. With everything that's been happening in the world, I'm just trying not to dwell too much on it because I tend to overthink a lot of things, and it brings me in a very not good place if I think too heavily on it or anything like that. It like it overstimulates me, unfortunately, which I personally hate because if I get overstimulated or I wake up overstimulated, it doesn't bode well for me for the rest of the day. Like I know that's what happened to me this morning when I woke up, and I was just kind of like, man. And I ended up not like staying up, I should say, but I didn't have like a very restful sleep because my brain tends to get very overreactive. And I hate that my brain tends to get overreactive because it just drives my anxiety up the wall like nobody's business. And I'm like, thanks, friends. Just found out 2 of my long speeches were shit talk. No fucking way. Oh my god. Koto, I'm so sorry that happened to you. What the fuck? And that's the thing, like, I can't, like, I think that's also what's been kind of keeping me from interacting with a lot of people anymore. Like, I'm very not closed-minded, I should say, but very, like, to myself at this point. Because of, like, a lot of stuff I've been seeing and just how two-faced so many people can be. That, like, the people, the people I know that I can trust, like, I love and I put my heart and soul into. But obviously, with everything that's been happening in my life, I haven't been able to keep in contact with a lot of them, which I know that's on me. And I don't know if it's like the attention span or just like me avoiding it because I'm just a terrible fucking person, but I just know it's been pretty rough lately. Let me see how the progress is looking. Okay, not too bad. Let's drop veins. I'm a vein girly. If I see veins on an arm, it's just like chef's kiss to me. And I will probably need to adjust a lot of stuff. It does cut off here, but I do kind of want it to taper in the model, so I might have to adjust the sizing after I get a general idea of the model itself, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, let's get to me. Not gonna lie, get really drained from social interactions and start retreating into reading and napping. Honestly, I'm with you there. I honestly did the same thing. Like, my social battery is very delicate. Like, sometimes I'll be okay. Like, for conventions or anything like that, I'll usually be fine. But, well, by the time the convention's usually over, I'll be super drained. So it's like, probably best not to try to talk to me during or after that time frame because I'm usually like exhausted or mentally drained from trying to converse with people. But I'm the same way. If I need to get away, I have my books. I have obviously my games as well, and I have sleeping and hyperactive imagination as one does, you know. Let's see if I can finesse. I wanna make this look. I don't wanna. I want it to be a little bit more dirty this time. This is the tail I have on my model now is very, like, one line is just a single color, but this time I do want to get. I have like a lot of inspo from a lot of other like anime and games that have slimes. So like right now in Love and Deep Space, like the Blobboos are back. Like that's where the main inspiration came to being a yellow slime or a lemon flavored slime for my PNG. And then I also am gonna incorporate inspo from some of the Genshin slimes, and then definitely from. There is a manga I really enjoy, and eventually I'm gonna get it for my Kobo. Like I have an entire list of stuff on my Kobo that I actually want to purchase because I want to support the authors. Also because I'm not very dumb and I don't know where to locate what's it like other sources to like get manga from. So that's that. But the manga that I'm interested in getting is let me see what it is. I have it on my phone, on my Kobo list to buy. Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skill. That one I really also enjoy the little slime character that you meet like halfway through. But yeah, right now my shopping cart on Kobo is absurd. I have the whole series for Apothecary Diaries on it. I have Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skill. I have Yakuza Fiance Daisei wa Taningai. I also have the Ice Guy and the Cool Girl because I really have been into romance lately. Mr. Villain's Day Off and No Longer Allowed in Another World. Those are I think the main series I have so far in my cart. And it is a pretty penny, I can tell you that much, because I have so many in my cart. I have like 61 books in my cart right now to purchase as ebooks, and you know, I'm gonna save up to get all of them in one go. So I'm like like a little savings account on the side saved for like my own personal purchases. So that's gonna be my goal. I'm gonna put money aside to purchase all of those books in one sitting. And then eventually I also want to put Black Clover on my e-reader. That was me when I used to go to cons. I used to be excited at the end of the day. At the end of the con, I was usually really tired. No, yeah, I feel that 1000%. I love going to conventions. I love walking around. And call me narcissistic, but I also enjoyed getting compliments for a lot of the outfits or cosplays I would do. I don't know, they just made me feel really good. And of course, by the end of the day, I was just kind of like, man, I'm like exhausted. And it's like two-way kind of streak where it's like mentally exhausted, tired, and just socially drained overall. Let's see if I can. Do something like that. Let's see if I can adjust how I want to have it facing. Where do I want to put my face? No, I can do it like that. So it looks like I'm looking at the camera. I'm on Book Talk. Don't worry, I stay away from the toxic side of Book Talk. So most of the books I have are ones I've been recommended. Oh, nice! No, yeah, I just recently... I remembered my best friend was recommending a book to me as well. And it's been on my mind, and I'm like, you know what, I should just say fuck it and just finally get the damn book. So I finally got the series. I was able to locate them and get them purchased on my e-reader. And I'm kind of like, if I don't like them, then I don't like them. If I like them, then I like them. I'm just that kind of person when it comes to purchasing books or ebooks in general. But the series, let me see if I can grab my Kobo. If it loads, because right now I'm reading Ilchipkilduon. If it loads again, I just lost the screensaver. It's the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse books by Laura Thalassa. So I have that right now on my Kobo to read. My best friend said, or well, she thinks I'll like it because I'm very into like a lot of dark romance, dark fantasy stuff. And so I have it now on my Kindle, or not my Kindle, wow, my Kobo to read. And right now I was able to also locate a lot of the Korean novels I've wanted to read. So I have Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint on my Kobo. I have The World After the Fall. I have For My Dear Lover. I have 19, and I think it was called 19 and Above. I have The S Classes That I Raise. I have The Cotton Candy Girl, like the Duke's Cotton Candy Daughter. I have a few BLs too. And I have The Perks of Being a Villainess, The Male Eats Little Lion Daughter, I Will Become the Matriarch in This Life, The Banging Clan's Unwanted Granddaughter, and recently, I also have A Sign of Affection also on my Kobo, but I've also have The Disabled Tyrant's Beloved Pet Fish, which I didn't think I would like, but I actually really enjoyed the series. That I have both the physical and the ebooks because I love having the books, but like we've probably talked in the last stream, I love my books. I just get scared when I bring them out with me because I'm afraid I might ruin them and I don't want to ruin them. So I have them more so for like when I'm at home to read. And I just finished the second book and I'm about to start the third one, which I'm excited for. But the most recent Korean novel I've been like really reading so far is, let me see the title, because it's like various titles, but it's basically The Guild Member Next Door, or in other terms, it's also called Virtual Strangers. I know once the English manhwa drops, I am definitely gonna purchase it because it's such like such for me it's such a very like a comfort series that I'm constantly reading because I love the humor in it and I love the slow burn as well that occurs in it. So I know it's in production right now in Korea, like they actually have physical copies for it, and I'm just waiting for when they decide to bring that over to the States. But considering everything that's been happening in the world so far, well, specifically this country, I don't know yet, and I'm a little terrified, and I'm hoping that things get better. But for now, I'm just gonna wait until they start releasing it, and if they do, I'm going to purchase at least the ebook version of it because I absolutely love the series. Like, I reread it as much as possible, and I currently have the translated novel version on my Kobo. It's one of my favorites to read, and I'll probably like do a little Kobo, like here's my Kobo, or like just show what my Kobo looks like because I have decked it out in stickers. I've decorated it, and it's just very me core, very maximalist because I am a maximalist at heart. Do it like this actually. Totally forgot. Got the blanket. And that, I think what we can probably discuss a little bit is just guess the lore or the idea behind my PNGTuber. So it kind of still falls in the same jurisdiction with Honkai Star Rail, where Father Kin is, still the fire demon from Fetora, escaped, was in Pinakani, all that kind of good stuff there, and basically the lore I'm having is me, the little slime, Code the Slime, is his henchman. I am his little underling, his right hand man. I am somebody who kind of like does his day to day work, discusses and talks with people when he doesn't want to because he's just that kind of man. That's just how Fatherkin is. If he doesn't have to waste his time with stuff, then he won't discuss with anybody because that's just how he is. Unless it's Sunday. If it's Sunday, then it's a different story. I'm stuck on the YA fantasy books. See, I also enjoy YA, but I'm very, very picky on what type of like YA books I want to read. Because my best friend also loves YA, but I personally am just kind of like, if for whatever reason it just seemed like the main like character just something just seems off about it, I won't read it. And that's just like in general. I think the only YA series I really read that wasn't like a novel or a like an anime or manga was let me see if it's probably put away because I finished the first book because I actually enjoyed it. It's the Of Chaos and Darkness series. The first book was, let me see. I think the first one was Invoking the Blood. And then the second book is A Trial of Lace and Bone. Both of them I have in paperback, and I actually have to finish reading the second book. The first one I really enjoyed. I got the second one, I was starting to read it, and then I kind of stopped halfway. So I'm just like, okay, I have to actually pick it up again and actually read it. Which is like, it's a pretty lengthy book, which I'm okay with, but I actually have to read it eventually, so I might pick that up actually soon. Probably read it during the downtimes at work when nothing's coming in. Let's see here. Oh shit. Don't want that. We'll add a few more pages here. Because Father Kin is a worker. He reviews files. He knows people be shitty. Let me add another one this way. That should be good there. Now I just have to do that. Perfect. I get that there are some books that I won't read, whether it's the story or the trigger warnings. That's the other thing I've personally kind of like 50-50 with. While yes, I admire that a lot of authors now are putting like trigger warnings in and they're being a little bit more perceptive with their books. To me, sometimes the way that they phrase a lot of things with their trigger warnings or how they detail it or put it out, it not like upsets me, but it just rubs me the wrong way that it kind of turns me off from even reading the book. Like, I'm somebody who it's very hard for me to get triggered about certain things because my mind, whenever I read anything that might be a little bit more heavier, I turn my mind off because I'm like, it's a book. It's not realistic. Like, it's not real life. The majority of the books that I purchase are fantasy, and I know they're fantasy, and either can gain inspiration, like not inspiration, but like creativity from any sort of real life events. But I personally just tend to tune it all out from my head because I'm like, okay, this is fantasy. Anything that could pertain in the book will never happen unless, the weirdos in life make it, and I just thought that's what worries me. But I just I just feel like there's good ways to display trigger warnings without it becoming overwhelming for some people. Because I know for some, if they like see it in like a bookstore or anything, it can become overwhelming or just like triggering for certain thoughts. And I'm just like, man, this is rough. I don't know. I'm just very meh with the current way that stuff is handled. But I mean, I'm glad it's there for those who do need a trigger warning for certain topics and items. But at the same time, kind of like a lot of these would not be out without, oh shit, that's what I want to do. At least having some hard hitters, kind of like a lot of the historical books that have been banned because of the fact that some people find them not atrocious, I should say, but like unsettling to the point that it's not fit for reading. Okay, I need to do that because it's messing with my perception. Let me do that. No. My favorite book right now has dragons and I love it. I've been tempted to get into a book that revolves with dragons. But like nothing has really piqued my fancy, if that makes sense. Like there's some that I'm kind of like, oh, this is cool. This sounds great. But there's some that I'm kind of like, oh, like I'll read the summary of it, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, this isn't as what I thought it would be. Like I think, oh my god, and I might have to like honestly find the book again. But when I was growing up, one of my favorite books of all time was Iona, or Eon. That one was, growing up as an Asian American, was one of my absolute favorite books to read. It brought me such a sense of comfort that I was kind of like, oh yeah. Let me figure out how I want to display that. And like, not even think about it, I'm kind of like, man, I kind of want to see if I could get that book again. And just reread it for like old time's sake. Just for like a little bit, because I just like absolutely adored that book growing up. Okay. It's gonna be. I always hate when these come in my way, because now it's just like, I'm trying to remember how. I think it's like this. Hold on. I need to adjust that because it's not right now. I think it's like okay, that works for now. Actually, I don't want it. Okay. Now we're just gonna do a slight flip just to see how it's going. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. All right, now this is where the hard part comes in. Is I always always have to adjust when I draw faces because it always gets me. Noses are also the bane of my existence when I draw. Don't like how that ended up. Oh yeah, with Father Kin, like the way I had his lore kind of like structured out, and this really depends again if I catch up fully on Honkai, which I'm hoping to do. I think I'm playing it this week. I'm hoping to get that completed, or at least caught up enough to the point where I'm kind of like, okay, we should be okay. Just do that and then do a little bit of this. I don't know if that actually does anything or if I'm gonna like it in the end, but it is what it is for now. Do a little flip. Adjust. Adjust. Okay, this will be fine. If I remember correctly, I gave him piercing here, and then I gave him snake bites as well. Slightly blur it out with that to just kind of make it less presumptuous. Still need to adjust it though. Okay, that's fine. To adjust this part. Do a light brush over just to lighten it up. Ugh. My back hurts. Okay. I forgot he has his glasses too. Shit. Let's see if I can. to adjust later. Liquify will always be my best friend when it comes to things that don't make too much sense to me. But for now, that will do. Have to adjust the eyes later, but it's decent to what I'd like it to be. Now to just add all the eyelashes to him because he is my stunning bitch. Just enough because I feel like I made it to what's the word like selected. Oh shit, I hate when that happens. Just need my pen to work with me. Oh my god, please. Maybe because my glove is also super old and it has all these like little speckies on it. Little speckles. But I know recently I've been getting like super into using like the 8-bit controller. One of the artists I really enjoy watching, just like in my free time if I'm in like a drawing mood and I just want it in the background, is Art for Ange. And her stuff has just been like super comforting for me when I draw. Helps me stay productive, be productive, and it helps me enjoy drawing a little bit more. adjusting. There. I think I'm gonna stick with the lore with Fatherkin. Oh shit, that's not what I want actually. There we go. My pretty man. He's still did I have like a corrupt priest, but he doesn't not like socialize a lot. He only takes on deals that will be beneficial to him. And so a lot of the lore or the talking will be done exclusively with me, which would be my little guy that's being held by him. Let me see if I want to adjust that too. I kind of like how it's a little bit more curved there. Let me just adjust that a little bit. There we go. Oh god. Come on. There we go. Before I do his little thing that he has, I just need to adjust how that looks. Let's just do a flip, because I know that's gonna bother me if I don't have it correct. God, I love fucking Liquify tool. The only thing that's keeping me sane as I'm trying to work through this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh shit. There we go. I'll have to keep separate. shit. Just a little bigger. Do the same for this one. Nope. Oh shit. That one to do. There we go. Oh my gosh. I got the general idea there down. I'll go there. Alright, time to do his hair. This is what always kills me every single time is drawing his forbidden hair. Make sure I'm in the right layer. This will help me kind of figure out how I want to make that. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. Maybe like this. Shit. And then I'll do something like that. No swoop swoop. adjust it. It's just this other guy that's bothering me. Okay. That'll make do for now. I have to add more detail to the hair. Oh my god. What the hell's happening? Too much. There we go. That's fine. I was just like, I don't know if I like that or not, but I'll make do with it. Oh, too much, just enough. There we go. Okay. No, that's good. last but not least is glasses. Shh, that's something to do. There we go. Now we just do the movement, distort it. That's the right length. Okay, that should be good. And I do this. Oh, do this. Do this. And then there. In this length though. There we go. Okay, let me adjust again. There we go. And that this would show up. This, however, would. So I'll just erase slightly here. Okay. And I do the same thing on this side. There we go. And I did it on the hair. Fuck. Try this again. There we go. Now it should be on the right layer for me to remove. Cool. Okay, now that that's done. Okay, now I have the general gist of this. So what I need to do is next one should be closed eyes. So I need to duplicate, 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 duplicate. Well, here, hold on. These will remain the same. Group those. Duplicate the eyes because it will be in. Oh my god, please move. There we go. Oh shit, nope. Just gonna pretend that didn't happen. be easier. Oh, all right. This one. See if I can adjust that so it works. 'Cause I honestly don't want to redraw it because I'm lazy. Nope. Okay, I think I can do this. Gotta do a lot of adjusting. X's. Okay, I think I did it. Okay, almost done with the line art, which means starting probably maybe later this week, I might be able to start doing coloring. So all of those are done. Now I have to adjust how they all are sized. Just enough so that way, well, here. There we go. There. Okay. Now that that's done, I think we'll be good for today's stream. I'm very glad we were able to get that much done within the hour. Which, oh, looks like I also have to charge my little controller, which is perfect timing. But as always, for anybody that stopped by or anybody that stuck around, Koto my bean, thank you so much for following and watching me and just, chilling, chit-chatting with me as I doodled away. And I will see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. If I'm right, tomorrow we're playing some Maple Story. And it has been quite a while since I've last played it, but hey, we'll have fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, thanks for joining, and I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night. Oh, Kotos, good night. Thanks for hanging out with me.